Welcome to the Any Last Words podcast. Four overzealous friends severely in over their heads navigate what they claim to be areas of their own expertise, be it nerd culture, politics, or critiquing media.
Join us, if you will.
For these may very well be
Our last words.
Nec Ultima Verba.
We pretty much were going to sneak into one of our friends' house, set up a fish tank, and then just wait for his response.
And I don't think he's drunk or anything. He just suddenly starts talking. He's like, "Oi, you! What are you doing?" He was like, "Get the heck out of here!" He's like, if you don't move, I'm gonna get my gun." And I was like, "Whoa!"
How do the fish and chickens relate? Wouldn't you want to know, Weather Boy? Hello and welcome to the Any Last Words podcast, rated 7 shining baby boys out of 3 Suez Canals, now on Spotify, which is very nice and pleasant. I do enjoy a good Spotify myself, kind of go on that green Wi-Fi looking app. Everything's there. It's wonderful. Now, this is the J takeover. It's just going to be me this episode because I know all you guys missed me so very dearly much because I'm so important and I'm great and I'm sure you missed me. Today's the Dinnertime special. I'm going to be eating while I do this because I'm sure you guys like eating ASMR, right? What's that called? I don't remember what it's called. But pasta, that's always fun. That's what I'm eating. Anytime now. Oh.
Hello.
Come in?
What are you doing here?
Hi. Just vibing?
Why?
Wait a minute, is that
Perhaps.
Jay?
Yep, hello. See, these are the hosts.
Yes, we are,
of,
and you were...
the first
Oh,
person that walked
Jesus.
into the door, we have...
Hi, it's
We did not call you.
wait, hold on, where's Jay here?
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think
What's
you
Jay
should
doing
really...
here?
Better
worry about
question,
that.
why isn't
But,
Brandon here?
Where the
nothing
hell
to do
is
with me,
Brandon?
of course.
Okay.
Is Brandon now Jay?
Or is Jay Brandon?
Yes, absolutely.
Ugh.
I wouldn't want to be Brandon.
That's a good point.
gonna
But you
be
wouldn't
honest
want
here.
Brandon to be
But-
you either. I'm not wrong, am I?
True. Anyways, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? You're the regular podcast people.
Well, fair enough.
Yes, I am podcast person.
Yes.
And
My
it's
name
not
is
just me
Butch.
this
I
episode
am a
because we have
gamer.
you there.
Wow.
You're a gamer.
The only defining trait of any individual at all whatsoever. Myself. I'm your host, Callan. It is what it is. I know shit, apparently, according to my Wikipedia article. Of which I have.
And I'm Reggie. Good to have you guys here listening to us.
If that pause...
It's good
Jesus.
to be back.
The pauses between us all interjecting is giving me actual anxiety.
You give me.
Well, I know that, but that's just natural.
on.
Like, that's just how I present myself. I radiate anxiety. It is what it
It's
is.
Callan's presence.
That's always pretty fun.
Haha.
Haha.
Wow, that
So, do we want to talk about why Brandon is not here?
not particularly.
Oh, we could not.
We don't need to
Okay,
know.
so I guess we just.
He's
don't-
not important.
I'm sure
forget
no one
about
in the
Brandon.
audience really, truly
He's probably somewhere like
cares about
deserted
him.
on an island, and
Exactly.
we don't even care.
No.
Yes. Although
Yeah.
it would be
We'll let him
misbegotten of
suffer.
us if we didn't celebrate his birthday very briefly, as it was his birthday the day before this recording.
Birthday.
So
Was it his 69th birthday?
I don't know. I don't even think. Did he turn 18?
I thought he was 12.
Or 17? Or was
I
it?
thought he just came into
13.
the world yesterday.
Yes.
Who have we been listening to these
I don't
past
know,
few
some
episodes?
weird
A
guy.
newborn child?
Ah,
a fetus.
It would
Some
make
weird
sense.
guy.
Just kidding. Brandon's parents, we love Brandon.
Brandon's my
We love him
favorite.
genuinely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate him for everything he contributes.
That's what we say.
He definitely
Yes.
knows how to drive.
Anyways, today is the dinner time special, mainly because it's happening during dinner time and most of us have our dinner
we
with
do.
us.
Well, most.
It's not
What are you
really
guys
dinner.
eating
Most is a
today?
bit of an
I said
exaggeration.
No,
Okay.
all of us. All of us.
almost half of
Yeah.
us.
Thank
Half
you.
of us. Plus the strange man sitting adjacent to
Oh
Callum.
god.
That's Bob. Don't worry about him. Bob's fine.
Yeah,
Mine's
so
not-
I'm eating tuna pasta and I love it. It's the
Wow.
best.
Tuna
Is
pasta.
it raw pasta?
Yep, with pumpkin.
Is it raw tuna?
No, like
Is it
What?
raw pumpkin?
Sure. Yeah.
Lovely.
Raw pumpkin, raw pasta. I don't ever cook anything
Ooh,
because I'm just that
crunchy.
poor.
Yeah.
My dudes, I do not have an oven. I do not have water. Help me. Anyways, Reggie, what are you eating
well,
today?
I have some pork chop and rice. And yeah, don't get me started where I got the pork chop from.
A pig.
Yeah, it was from Jimmy from Brandon's bar.
You'd be surprised where pork
From
can
Brandon's
come from.
bar.
From not pigs.
You wouldn't. You
was
want to
Damn.
know.
I'm sorry.
I thought it
guys.
was only sausages that were, mystery meat. I didn't realize that actual cuts of meat could not come from the original source.
Well, that's on you, buddy. Budgie, what are you eating today?
Well, it's more of a supper. I'm eating a fruit salad.
That's kind of cool.
It's an entree.
I like fruit salad. Yummy,
I was
yummy.
thinking the
The
same
entree.
thing. Dear
Fruit
God.
salad.
Yummy,
Yummy, yummy. It's, it's a primal instinct that everyone
mean,
has. To
I have
sing
my dessert
that song.
actually, which is Easter eggs.
Ooh, what flavor?
Chocolate.
I don't know what you were expecting. What flavor are your
Well, I was
Easter
expecting
eggs?
something extravagant.
flavor?
Something extravagant is what I expect
A
from
bunny.
this group. Something like green moss leaf from the Amazon Valley flavored chocolate.
Do you
eggs.
really want to eat
Well,
And I
moss?
didn't get
What
that.
Is that really something
Someone
you find
does.
appetizing?
Someone does.
I know someone does, but do you?
Someone does.
Someone doesn't equate to a profitable margin, okay?
You'd be surprised.
If it was a really
Someone would,
fat
actually.
someone, like an extraordinarily obese individual with way too much money to spend, who just happens...
Why would they want to eat green stuff?
Well, that's what I'm asking here, Jay.
Well, they wouldn't be the target
Well,
market.
who is the target market? How many?
Someone.
Well, just this one someone then, who's not even allowed to be fat. It can't be a fat
someone.
someone.
It's not just someone. It's a person named someone.
Well, I'd like to very much meet this person who can equate to an entire business's
They're
business
a
model.
billionaire.
So why are they purchasing so many of these moss-flavored Easter eggs?
Well, why the hell wouldn't they? They're rich. What else are they supposed to spend their money on? Essentials? Charity?
None of that. Ugh.
No.
Imagine
Heated
if,
toilet seats.
imagine if they're like going Easter egg hunting and then the parents are like, go find the tropical flavored Easter eggs.
Oh my god.
And then the
Some
kids
real
are like,
rich
what?
people shit.
What?
That's how they breed such excellence in those rich families. If you don't bring home the tropical flavored egg, you get booted into the valley
It's like,
Excellence is
where
a bit
there are
much.
spikes and poor people. No, that's what the rich people do, obviously.
I mean, poor people. Sure.
What else
It's
would
an
they do?
Easter egg made of frogs.
Yeah. It's
I
just
think
eating
that's
frogs.
just a bowl of frogs.
it's like made out of snails too.
Yeah.
Escargot
Yeah,
eggs.
that's what the rich people eat. That's what I imagine them
French.
to
Snail
eat.
shells.
With like a French name as well.
Like,
Go
Jacques.
find the Jacques
What?
eggs.
Oh my god.
Wait, do you mean like person eggs? Dude, are you suggesting cannibalism?
I mean,
Because
hey,
like, yeah, eat the 1%.
I'm
eat the
just
rich.
saying,
I
apparently
stand
human
for
tastes
that.
like chicken. So,
Everything tastes like chicken.
People say that everything tastes like
well,
chicken.
yeah, that's the point. If everything
enough.
tastes like
I-
chicken, then nothing's inedible, you know?
Damn, that's terrible.
terrifying.
Speaking of birds, hey, I have a fish prank that I pulled just today, actually. How did the fish and chickens relate? Wouldn't you want to know, Weather Boy? Anyways, I'm going to tell
Oh
you.
my.
You both
One
eat
eats the other.
fish, right? Dude, how could you say that to me? That's so mean.
Tell us
fish.
about this fish
They're like
prank.
endangered or something, right?
Just tell us about the prank.
Wow.
Tell us
Damn.
now.
I'm trying. Oh, pff,
Just tell
I
us
can
already.
see
Go
I'm not
on, just
value
tell
on this
us.
podcast. Just fine. Well, pretty much. Me
Tell
and my
us.
uni friends, we have another friend. I swear.
Are you starting it?
Okay, so okay, they're very, very funny.
We're
very
so
funny.
funny.
All right, so today, right? Me and my uni friends have. Oh, okay. We
You can
pretty
do it.
much.
Take your time.
I've okay. All right, you know what? We pretty much were going to sneak into one of our friends' house, set up a fish tank, and then just wait for his response. So each week we have been buying different fish items, right? Like we bought the fish tank today. Last week we bought some decorations, like some plants. The week before that we bought a group offering that we named George. Probably. It was like a beluga whale and it was plastic and it was really bad. But our plan was that we would sneak into this dude's house. How were we going to do that? Yep.
Lovely.
Anyways,
This
we
is
would do
really
that,
well
and then we
thought
would
out.
we would plant. We would like set up the fish tank with all of the beautiful things that we had. We'd shove them in there. We'd shove a fish in there, and then would act like nothing ever happened. We'd spy kids our way out of that house, go to uni, and wait for his response to be like, "Yo, fish tank in my house?" Question mark. Which would have been cool, but actually we realized from the fish master themselves, who was just a fish store clerk, said that we had to set up the tank for a week and, do all the maintenance stuff, clean it. Otherwise, the fish would just die. So that would be kind of sad. So we didn't do that.
Once again, I'm astounded at some people's lack of knowledge when it comes to aquatic animal care.
Oh, one of the dudes that we had fish before, and he just never mentioned to.
Yeah, no, it's
Tell us
concerning.
that.
Like, I mean, I know someone, and I'm not going to name call them, but like, they had like a massive group of gold. I am going to name call them. Fucking Rach and Charlotte, a couple of our guests who will be returning. They've had this tank, which was at one point filled to the brim with goldfish. These beautiful goldfish.
Oh, right, I've seen
And
that.
now there's only one goldfish left. And the reason why is because per goldfish, you need at least 30 liters of water. And so you've just got this dozens of fish just sitting in this one tank, which is maybe big enough for like 2 or 3 goldfish.
Oh no.
And they wonder why they all died until there were only 3 left, who then proceeded to live for a couple more years.
Well, at least they
I mean,
were the strongest that survived.
yeah, I mean, obviously, like,
Natural
Darwinism
selection,
is at
but
its
not
thing.
so natural.
But like, people research the animals that you're taking care of. You wouldn't think it, but goldfish, they don't do as well as you'd think in a little bowl. Goldfish in a bowl, it's not a nice thing. They need
No,
a
it
lot
is
more
not.
space than just a
Care
bowl.
of your pets.
Yes. Not just because the fish are dumb doesn't mean that fish, have to be succumbed to a inadequate water space and no treatment of water and inadequate food and whatnot.
True, that's very
Yes.
terrible.
Yes.
I think anyone that does that should be removed permanently
the
from this
fish.
earth. No, that's just sad. That's
Do you
not
know
good
what fish
nutrition
food
for
is
the
made
fish.
out of?
Humans.
I don't
Other
wanna know.
fish.
Oh.
Do you? Yeah.
What?
Do you know what fish eat? Other fish, smaller fish. The bigger fish eats the smaller fish. Fish food is made out of fish.
What?
Cannibalism?
It's
That
not.
makes sense because they live
Why
in
did
the
I always?
ocean, of
Why
course
did I
the other
always
fish.
assume that they were
Like,
just
fish
like
don't just
I
go
just
around like
little
eating
bullets.
fucking algae and shit. Like the really small ones do.
they
But
don't?
most fish will just eat other fish.
That's true
That-
though.
Yeah,
That's
Like, yeah, it's
metal.
not just.
it's the
I think
cycle
we
of
should
life.
take
It's not
that
like
principle.
sharks are the only carnivores of the ocean. Practically everything there will just eat another fish.
And that's number 59 of why I hate the ocean, but also love the ocean, but I would never want to go below surface level. I like looking at the ocean.
The ocean is great.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we
I
know
want a
less
yacht.
about it than we do the surface of Mars.
That's terrifying.
It is. If
is.
anything, I think it's beautiful in its own little way. Oh god.
It's very
Well,
deep.
didn't we only like explore like 5% of the ocean?
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of surface area to cover and a whole lot of
Have you
volume and
guys
depth.
seen goblin sharks?
I have, yes.
Oh, I think
No,
I've seen
I
it.
have not seen.
Go look it up,
Yes.
Budgie.
I'm looking it up right now.
They have like two sets of jaws, or
Well,
a
they've got
jaw
a-
that can be
yeah.
unhinged like snakes, and it pretty much just comes out of their face and snatches their prey
Oh,
Yeah.
in
They've
front
got
of
the
them.
big ass
like an
nose
arm.
as well.
One ugly
We've
shark.
only fished up, I
They're
think, about 2
terrible.
or 3 of them in total, like ever. As in, like, in a fishing net. Obviously, we've gone down and, like, taken a rare picture of them every now and then. But we haven't actually caught many of them. Actually, go for the... I
them
mean,
away.
since you're searching up fucking goblin shark, search up the cookie cutter shark. There's an interesting one. What does it do again?
I can't spell cookie.
You can't spell cookie. Amazing.
I mean, I can spell cookie. I'm in university. I know how to do this. I
Yeah.
did advanced English.
But yeah, essentially, like, the cookie cutter shark has an extremely small mouth, which can only take out bites, like chunks of flesh, which is about the size of a relatively large cookie.
Oh,
So, like, to attack its
Aw.
prey, it just cuts chunks out of it repeatedly.
oh no.
oh,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's, you know, it's like having a cookie
Oh,
cutter slammed
no.
into your side, and then they just rip it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like constant stabbing.
They're like piranhas, but worse.
Well, actually, they're not as bad as a piranha. If you, I mean, a singular cookie cutter shark or a singular piranha, sure, I'd take the piranha, but like, piranhas are fucking deadly when you have them in numbers,
well,
naturally.
so is this. If this had numbers, you'd be.
Well, if you had numbers of cookie cutter
be terrible.
sharks, it wouldn't be as much of a hassle. They're bigger, though, you know? Like, it'd be hard for as many of them to get at you, you know?
Are you sure
Yeah.
about that? Because I can imagine multiple holes, like bullets, but worse because it's chunks out of my skin, just chilling, floating
Well, yeah,
in the
but you could
ocean. There's a bunch of them circle around me like ravaging bird people.
It's basic cube law. Like, you can only fit so many cookie cutter sharks, but you can fit a lot more piranhas, and then they'd just be able to eat you alive a lot quicker. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Maybe you'd rather the piranhas because they'd kill you quicker.
Yes.
Yeah,
You want
okay.
to.
So you were right, but for the wrong reason.
Still right,
Yes. And isn't that what's important,
Speaking of things
everybody?
that are not
You heard
right.
it here first on the Only Last Words podcast. It doesn't matter if you're wrong, as long as you're right.
though. And I agree.
Indeed. That's the only thing that matters in
Mhm.
life.
We've been talking about fish for quite a while, and I think our audience would be like, yo, I love fish, but I don't
Hey, it's not my
anymore."
fault I could talk about fish for many hours on end.
A lot of our listeners.
I'm impressed by a lot of the things that you be able to talk about.
Yes, we'll do a fish episode someday. If we get 20 likes, we'll do an entire episode dedicated to fish, covering
Oh
fish
my God.
maintenance, abnormal fish, extinct fish, and fishy fish. But yes.
Actually,
Yeah, actually.
you know what? Okay. This is not part of this, but I feel like I should have segued into a not your thing.
Oh, God.
Can we talk about the beetle? That looks. I want to
So
know.
am
what
I
that
cutting
is.
this out? Okay,
Yes,
I
please.
won't.
Okay.
Go ahead, Reggie.
How do we how do we put this in together? What were we talking about before?
Just start talking
Fish,
about
fish.
it.
Just say you like beetles
You know, I
better than
like
fish.
beetles better than. Actually, I don't. Wait. Wait. Cut that out too.
That's not gonna cut.
Yeah, none of this is getting cut. I hope you all know that.
Fish? How about
Hey,
beetles?
if we go over the.
I love beetles.
Why do you
Go on,
say
talk about
that?
beetles.
Beetles.
Beetles,
Last
go.
night, I had this terrifying thing happen to me. Basically, I was just chilling in my bed, and then suddenly I hear some scratching on my window, or like some, I don't know, it just sounded like human footsteps, or just
Was it a beetle?
wait.
No, it was the boogeyman. It
I
was
just
Slender
thought
Man.
it was someone trying to break into my window because it sounded really like human, like, and someone just trying to break in to my room.
Okay. Set the scene. Where were you in relative to the window? What was the time of night? How high was the moon in
How
the
high were
sky?
you?
What were you feeling in
It
that
was-
exact moment? Paint
It
the
was
picture for
probably
me.
10 p.m. and I was lying down in my bed, and I had
Add sound effects and music.
my little light lamp is on, and it's pretty dim in my room, and then I hear some scratching noises, like just scratching, and or like little tapping. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Fucking language.
I didn't
Continue.
say anything, and so basically, I'm so chicken, I swear, and I just called my grandma. I called my grandma, and she's like, "What? What do you want?" I'm like, "I'm scared. Can you look outside my window for me?"
Oh my god.
And she's,
Wow, so you were gonna sacrifice your grandmother?
she was on the phone. She's not
Wow.
even
Yeah, that's-
Wow.
That's a good point. You would sacrifice your grandmother for your own safety.
You know what? Yes, fine. I'm
As
a
you
selfish
should.
person.
As long as
You know,
as long as you're honest.
I've actually done something similar.
Sacrificed your grandma?
And-
Sacrifice
No,
Dexter.
it was actually my dad.
Oh,
my
okay,
God.
even better.
So like, okay, this was actually pretty recent. I think it was like a week ago. So pretty much, I was just in my room. I was talking to my boyfriend, and it's on my bed at like 2 a.m. And then all of a sudden, I see a giant black spider crawl on the ceiling in the hallway next to my room. And I didn't have my glasses on, and I was just like, what the hell is that? So I put my glasses on, I stare at it, I'm just like,
Oh,
that's a big boy spider.
That's a big boy.
That is indeed.
That's a big
That is a
boy.
biggest boyest
So-
spiderus.
While I was staring at it, slowly moving towards my room, I finally got up and just slammed my door so it didn't come in. And then
Not your problem.
I hung up the phone. My boyfriend. I called my dad at 2 a.m. By the way, I called my dad. It's like, Dad, there's a spider outside my room, and then he was just like, what?
Oh no.
And so he opens. I hear his door open. He comes like rushing through. I could hear him take off his slipper, and then he just smacks the wall. I'm just like, oh well, he definitely got the spider. And then he was just like, "What are you? Just like, what are you such a baby? It's a tiny spider." And I'm just like, "It was not a tiny spider." No, you
Something
dare
tells me it
speak
was a
down to me
tiny
like that.
spider if he
Right.
smacked it with his slipper.
It actually wasn't a tiny spider. I swear to God, it was not a tiny spider. I saw.
I don't
his
believe in
legs.
God, so therefore it
It's
was a
like-
tiny spider.
It wasn't. It wasn't. If it was a tiny spider, I could have killed it, but it wasn't a tiny spider. It was a big boy. He was just
Okay,
like,
we believe you. It was definitely a tiny spider.
I'm sure that the spider was much more scared of you than you were of it.
it was coming towards me. It was not
Well, it
scared
probably
of me.
couldn't see you because of how disabled it is. What
It
with
was
having
just
8
staring
eyes.
there, menacingly.
I mean, I assume with 8 eyes you could see more.
anyways,
I mean, is that objectively true though? Does more eyes
don't-
equal better vision?
Listen. I play Widowmaker, alright?
Yes, because Overwatch translates into natural biology, of course.
She can see through walls. Therefore, this spider can see
Oh
through
my
the wall.
god,
and
I
see
should get
through-
some eye
see through the
transplants
walls.
until I can see through walls.
you should get
Oh, yeah.
what do you? I don't know what you call it. It's like this. The rubbish picker upper.
You mean like the claws?
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
You should get one of those.
What for?
I have
you
it
can just
just
pinch them.
because if I don't want to touch anything, then I use
So
it.
like a spider.
No, if I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. Where did this
I'm-
come from? Why are you sudden? How do we go from spider eyes to offering a trash grab claw thing?
No, because like if you don't want to
Weird.
kill
That's
it,
just how helpful this podcast is.
if you don't want to kill it, like
But you
don't
do
wanna
want to
touch-
kill
if you
it.
don't want to touch it,
No, you
then
If
just
you don't kill
grab
it, then
one
it'll
of
kill you.
those. Oh no!
But
If
they
it
kill
hides
the
behind
insect.
stuff, that's when I use it.
When it's trying to run away from you in fear of their life, you will grab your claw so that you can reach behind this tiny crevice that they
No.
thought they were safe in and just murder them.
No, so I can move what's in front of them and then kill them.
Naturally.
Right. So it's that horror
Yes.
element.
I'm thinking of
Yeah.
like the claw from Toy Story. The claw. Like you're essentially just as far as the spider, this hypothetical spider is concerned, you're just some godlike creature whose arms now extend like several kilometers all of a sudden. Jesus.
True.
Like, how much trauma are you putting a spider through just by, clawing it? Think about that.
Well, not much if you squish it
Exactly.
instantly.
Hey man, listen,
Spray it.
they give me
Or
trauma.
just like, yeah, exactly. Everyone has a lighter at home and everyone has some form of spray can.
Lighter.
Death by fire is the metal way to go.
Just get a blowtorch.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if you've ever met a smoker, but whenever they're like, you know what, I need a smoke, they like look into their bag, they're like, where is my lighter? They never know.
Exactly. And honestly, you're doing them a favor by taking it from them, you know? Like, I mean, I'd say objectively you are.
My brother would punch me in the
Probably.
face.
That's very consistent. Irregardless, it is what it is.
I've trapped a bug under my fan before. I was so scared because I killed it, but this is in my room where like in my room it has carpet, and so I kill it, but it's not enough to like kill it fully entirely.
So you've
And
just
it's
like
still
left it under
alive.
there struggling.
It's still alive, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't kill it properly.
You know,
So I chucked my fan on top of it.
Oh my god.
You know, I've done the most ninja thing I've ever done to a fly before.
Caught it in midair.
I caught it with my two fingers, and I'm just like, that was an accident.
Okay.
I
my
didn't
God.
mean to catch it, and its legs were stuck in between my fingers, and it was just struggling to get out, and just bopping up and down, just like let me out, and then eventually I just let it go because it was gross.
I mean, now you're gonna start like training to do that with chopsticks, you know? Like,
I don't want to because I eat with those.
well, yeah, but like you'd get your own, like spider. No, it's not spider. Fly catching chopsticks. You know, like I don't know. You put a label on them, and you just you go full on Karate Kid or like Kung Fu Panda on them. Irregardless, like with every episode, we're brought by our absolutely wonderful segment. I said the S word, but Brendan's not here to call me out on it.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say
Exactly.
that.
But irregardless...
It's
Whoa.
fake sponsor time.
Well, I mean, we don't call it a
Woo!
sponsor anymore. That's why I was stammering, because I forgot.
It's the business stuff. Let's get
What
it.
is it? It's
Woo!
Fund or Bust?
Fund
Yes.
or bust.
Nice.
Let's get it.
Irregardless, here today we've got a representative from Jay's Jelly Jams and Jazz here to present themselves
Why,
to us.
hello there.
Oh my god, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen from the podcast in the interwebs. I am Jemima from Jay's Jellies, Jams and Jazz. Here to bring you a nice little piece of our company. Here at Jay's Jelly, Jams and Jazz, we give you the best flavor of jam, the best flavor of jelly, and the best flavor of jazz known to man.
Might I just ask, but what is the best flavor of jelly, the best flavor of jam, and the best flavor of jazz?
Well, I am absolutely astounded that you would ask.
I know,
that
no one's
question.
ever thought of
Nobody's
it.
ever asked me that. No. Well, it is blue.
Oh, I love that.
It's
Honestly, blue is really underrated this season.
Blue. Not only is it Jay's favorite color, it's also Jemima's favorite color. As you
Wow.
can see, I'm wearing a wonderful blue necktie for no
We can't
No,
see.
we
reason
can't.
Sorry.
particular.
I've gone blind and cannot see.
Oh, but that's a
legally
shame
blind.
because it is the best, most exquisite silk I have ever
I'm sure
felt.
it is.
And if you were here, I would be like,
But
"Don't
we're
wake
not
them up."
here, and if we were there, we would not do that.
Well, I don't know whether to
Yes.
be offended or not. Anyways, at Jay's Jelly, Jams and Jazz, we sell blue.
Yes, but I am curious. What if one just so happens to be allergic to blue and other constituents? What range, what variety do you have? You know, we've got quality.
Well, my dear, was it Kane? Okay,
Close
yes,
enough.
Kane. Well, the only way to really get any of our products from Jay's Jelly, Jams, and Jazz is to come into one of our personalized shops in a total of 0 locations
Lovely.
Oh,
that are known to the government. But we do have one secret one under the hood, if you know what
Whose
I
hood?
mean.
My hood.
my hood?
No one's
There's a
going
lot
to
of
be listening
hood.
to this, by the way, right? No one, governmental will be able to access this podcast episode,
Oh,
right?
absolutely not. We despise the government in any way, shape, and form.
Lovely. Fantastic. Well, we have one in the middle of Arizona. Why? I don't know. Jay's quite an interesting fella. Anyway, so we take you down there and we get you in to inspect all of our blue jelly, blue jams, and our blue jazz because that is our favorite here at Jay's Jelly, Jams, and Jazz. And if you so happen to not like blue, then you will never be seen again.
Oh,
Okay, so that
happens?
answers my question.
And that is a company
A
promise.
company promise.
But it's okay because we want you to know what it's like to have blue because we can guarantee that you will absolutely love blue, whether you like it or not.
Now, how does Jay's Jelly, Jams, and Jazz feel about allegations pertaining to the fact that blue is the one color in nature that cannot be found naturally?
Oh, that is true.
You know, like this is true. Blueberries are purple.
Yeah, you can't find
Yeah.
any food that
No,
is
they're not.
actually blue.
No, they're not. They're quite obviously pink.
Well,
I don't know what makes you.
close enough.
What is wrong with you?
Blue, pink, yellow, orange. They could be vomit yellow.
They're all the same color except for blue. Blue is our favorite color here at Jay's Jelly Jams and Jazz. And if you do not like blue, I don't know what to do.
Hey, it rhymed.
That is our company
Wow.
motto. That's our
It
company
rhymed,
motto.
so like it must be true.
That's exactly right. That's why our campaign manager told us to say it.
Wow. Me oh my.
What campaign manager?
Anyways,
So-
would you lovely ladies, gentlemen, and anyone in between would like to try some of our blue?
I want to.
Perchance?
Oh,
You want
why
to
didn't
try
you
some
blue?
try
Yeah.
it
I want
first?
blue.
Well, I would like to have your budgie. Budgie, was it?
Yes.
Right. I would like to have your credit card details and your security number on the back. It's about 3 digits. And once I have that, I will be able to take you over to Arizona. First class
Wow.
trip, may I say. And whatever you're into, we will have some spicy entertainment there so that when you get to Arizona, you are completely buzzed out of your mind so that we can take you down to the base.
Do
and
I
you
get
can
a
step-
pet ostrich?
No.
Then it's a no.
Yes, sir. I'm not
There's
interested.
no
Yeah,
pet
my.
ostrich.
Okay,
If I don't get a pet
okay,
ostrich,
we can't do an ostrich, but how about some blue budgies? That's funny because your name is like a
Wow,
budgie.
that was funny.
Mm.
Irregardless,
actually, I actually hate birds.
Oh. Well, you live quite a sad life, young lady, and I'm sorry to be the one to say that. And so this is our investment scheme. I mean, business.
business.
Would you guys like to fund me? I quite need the money so that I can get the blue business.
Why
up
didn't
and
you-
running. It's been running for about 5 years.
See, now here's the thing, though, because
Mhm.
as we'd all know, blue is a color, and
Yes,
you sell
yes, it
things
is.
that are
Oh, no
blue.
shit.
Yes, so, and you're implying that the Arizona flight is free?
Well, I did say I need your credit card
This
details,
is
but
true.
essentially, yes.
In regards to that, however, my details are
To me,
1,
it's free.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7, 1, 2,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
then
Pen.
4,
Don't tell
20,
your
69.
credit
Right, so
card
that was
details.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Oh, right, that probably isn't good.
Oh, it's fine.
Right,
I've
so
got an
I need
unlimited takeout
for you
balance
guys, I
anyways.
would like about in order to make this operation the most successful, more so than before. Or, I'd really love to stick it to that mafia boss I had to punch up the other day. Or more so, they punched me, but that's okay. It'd be great
Yes.
if I could get this investment off the ground. It's a real passion
Yes.
project of mine. I need about $2 million, and I can chuck in my newborn if you would like that. I don't have any, actually. Infertile,
Christ.
but I can chuck a newborn into the mix if you give me $2 million.
Now, while I feel like I speak on behalf of everyone who loves ostriches, I feel like this is going to be a bust. However, I will suggest to you, out of good spirit and goodwill, an alternative business model, if you will.
Yes.
You see, when it comes to making things blue, wink, wink, I do presume that you are utilizing the chemical methylamine rather than pseudoephedrine in your construction of what I believe you call, in parentheses, jams and jellies. It is actually more lucrative just to sell the methylamine, I do believe. Unless you feel like,
Ooh, I understood every word that you said,
yes,
young man. Wink,
the
wink.
blue, if you will. It is lucrative, but I feel like without our funding, it wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, sorry, we don't sell lube.
I said blue, but if you know what, that's an idea. You could expand into blue lube.
Oh, honestly, I'd rather not. It seems like, I'm looking around, and I kind of did a bit of digging. You guys seem a little broke.
I don't know what you're talking about. Centrelink is paying me very handsomely.
Hey, listen, I have a dad, okay?
And you're implying I don't because it's true.
I mean, I don't have a dad. I was manufactured.
Manufactured.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting a call right now. I'm gonna have to go. I hope you broke bitches have fun. Goodbye.
Thank you.
That
Yes.
deserves
Don't
a bust.
applaud that.
Wow, what a funny fellow. What a
What
funny
an interesting
fellow.
individual.
Jemima
I
wasn't.
don't understand a word that weirdo said.
Ay.
I honestly have no idea.
Really? Because I could quite obviously
idea.
tell that they were just selling meth.
Some drug dealer.
Yeah,
Well,
that
probably
makes
just on
sense.
that.
Yeah,
Makes
think
sense.
about it. If everything's blue, and when, like, everyone's obviously watched the greatest television show of Western media of all time, Breaking Bad. Everyone,
No.
okay then. Anyway,
Moving on.
oh no, it is what it is. But yeah. Do we feel like moving on to the thing which none of us really want to do?
What do you mean none of us do want to do?
Because many...
There's one specific person here that really wants
Okay,
to
I
do
mean,
it.
yes, this is true. But yeah, a couple episodes ago, I don't remember how many, we did. It was briefly alluded to that there was a certain material of artistic quality which had in a previous altercation scarred Jay and Co for life. And we promised that if we hit a certain benchmark of likes, that we would do a live reading of it. Everyone's really excited for this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, guys, this one is going to be the preview to a separate video where only the very own Callan will be reading the entirety of the most disturbing B-movie fan fiction
I'm sure I could
ever.
write one even worse.
What if I
Exactly.
Want, what if I
But
want-
he's going to be reading about half to a full page of it for you and your enjoyment. And if you really like it, you can check out the separate video we will be
In many
posting.
weeks. Yes.
This week.
Wow, okay.
Alongside, just after this episode, a few days from
Wow,
now.
okay, I like the sound of this. It's not like I was planning to record something else to do, but sure, I'll just do this instead. This is funnier
This is a new
anyways.
thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
Yes, because Jay said so, and I'll do anything for Jay.
Because
Probably.
Jay's back and
Let's get it.
Exactly.
she's taken over.
Yep.
Yeah.
This definitely wasn't supposed to be my video, but that's
mean,
okay.
Whoop,
Anyways.
irregardless. The most disturbing B-movie fanfiction. She wants the bee. Barry? Are you sure? Vanessa gasped. She and Barry had been together for a year. She loved him, and he loved her.
I was so
They had
scared.
everything they ever wanted, and that was each other. But Leia wanted something more. Who the fuck is Leia?
Princess Leia.
Yeah, why does it just say fucking Leia? Where did this bitch go? Vanessa wanted more. What was this more that she could possibly need? Well,
It is red
this particular thing that she wanted was driving her crazy. She wanted it. No,
Oh god, I
she
hate it.
needed
Oh no,
it.
no.
Okay, you know what? I think that's
That'll
enough
do.
preview we need. Okay?
That's enough.
If you guys really like that, hit that
Yes.
subscribe button and that like button. 'Cause it really helps us, and you'll be able to see that B
2 likes and I'll do the rest.
Oh, come on. We need
3.
a bit
Yes,
more than that.
3.
Yeah, 3
Go with
likes. That's like a
3.
50% increase in what I was previously stipulating. You know? That's
Yeah.
pretty harsh. Exactly. Irregardless, it is what it is. I hope you guys use that time to recollect yourselves and figure out where we're going from here.
Well, honestly, reading that was just pretty traumatic.
You're welcome.
Not gonna lie. And I know myself, Reggie, and oh god, and Budgie.
Nicely done.
We had to read. We read that together quite a while ago, and it was.
Wait, I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Alzheimer
Yes.
things.
I remember.
It was in the tent.
Irregardless, though, like, I mean, talking about, you know, shit that's traumatized us. I mean, not myself, because I am obviously of, you know, stronger stuff and I don't get traumatized. What the fuck's traumatized everyone here? Let's get some backstory, you know? Let's develop our hosts a little bit. You know, we're blank slates as far as they're concerned. So,
I mean, they're
yeah,
not wrong.
I mean, essentially, like, well, I could just be reprogrammed. Like, I don't have to be alcoholic. I can stop whenever, you know, right? Right?
Sure.
Exactly.
Of course.
I'm not addicted yet.
Whatever you say, man.
Yes.
Right, so now we're going pretty much just going to be talking about obscure things that we just remember and we're low-key traumatized about. That really shouldn't be.
That wasn't me. It was Brandon.
Brandon, how could
I
you?
know, disgusting. Even when he's not here.
All right.
Brandon!
I know.
Why don't you go first, Jay?
All right, well,
Yes, do go ahead.
yeah, I shall go first. Well, one of the main things, because I was eating dinner before and it just came to my mind. I remember once as a young child, I was watching the How to Train Your Dragon animated series on ABC3.
Which is better
because
than people give it
As
credit
you do.
for.
It really is. Right, and I remember one episode where Hiccup and Co. were sneaking into this dude, his name's Dagger, into his hut and place of residence.
House, some people call it.
Called an island. And they were pretty much disguising themselves as dragon killers or something along those lines. And there was like a party going on, you know, there was food and stuff. And I remember one of the team of Hiccup, yep, Hiccup's friends, because he has those, they were eating
Fucking
something.
weirdo.
You know when you kind of like go like that when you're eating?
Like a cow.
It's called smacking, pretty much. Like a cow.
Yes, I like it when I
it's called smacking.
masticate my food.
What?
Masticate,
Wow.
it means to chew. But it sounds like masturbate, so it throws people off.
Okay.
Hurry up,
yeah,
talk
well,
about fucking
Dagger
smacking.
pretty much hears that. He hears that and he goes, "Who's smacking?" And it was like really loud and yelling. It's like, "I hate it." I was like sitting there with my bowl of noodles and I was like, "Am I doing
It just
that?"
made you
Am I?
more aware of it.
Yeah, and pretty much he stabbed one of them, and I was like, what if I meet someone and they're that crazy? So now I'm really cautious of whether I'm smacking or not.
I mean, that's interesting, though.
I mean, at least you don't
Like, now
smack
you're just
anymore.
paranoid. I mean, yeah, like, that's
Yeah.
kind of an overall positive. I guess you don't smack as much.
True, but
Maybe,
like,
I don't know. Do you smack less?
Did you even smack?
I don't know.
Yeah, how do you
know
smack?
what? I don't know. I never
How do you
know.
smack?
I'm just hoping to God that I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it
It
is.
happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
All right, what about you guys?
Well, there.
Great start.
I can't relate to that, but I can relate to something that happened in the middle of the night when I was still pretty young. So I would sleep, and usually I would sleep in my grandparents' room when I was younger, and I would sleep on my grandma's side when she was like still out, in the living room doing her thing, whatever. And my grandpa would just be there next to me, and then in the middle of the night, he just suddenly starts talking. And I don't think he's drunk or anything. He just suddenly starts talking. He's like, "Oi, you! What are you doing?" I was like, "Who the hell is he talking to?" He's like, "Stop walking in front of our lawn, like in front of, like as in he was in front of our house." He was like, "Get the heck out of here." He's like, if you don't move, I'm gonna get my gun." And I was like, "Whoa."
Jesus Christ.
Where the heck is this gun? I'm just wondering. And
I'm sensing a lot more threat here compared to fucking who's smacking.
yeah, I was so scared.
Yeah. That's a bit
And then
worse. I'm gonna
yeah,
lie.
he just suddenly led to, like, I don't know what happened afterwards, but like I just remember, like, after that happened, he just suddenly started talking about his family. He was like, "I love my family, and like my granddaughter, she's amazing."
Aw.
And then I was like, "What the heck is going on?" But yeah, that happened, and I was a little bit traumatized, so I don't sleep there anymore.
Oh. Wow, that's much more, much worse than what I
Oof.
got.
Yeah, that's something.
But it's fine. I'm
But-
okay.
Yeah. You've
That's
come out of it a stronger
all that matters.
individual, I'm sure. Now you're perfectly calm
Whatever
under
you
the point of
say.
threat. If you're held at gunpoint, it's like, damn, my grandfather used to do that shit to me all the time. You can't fool me.
If that's what you think, I'm
Oh,
okay with
damn.
that.
This shit ain't scary. Oh no.
World, come at me.
Oh god.
Wait, no.
What?
Wait, I remember one of them
Oh
actually.
no.
All right.
Okay, go.
So pretty much, like as a kid, I used to watch like some of these television shows, and one of them was like about like Aboriginal law. And I remember one was like a really creepy version of the moral of don't go into the woods because there'll be a scary lady with very quiet big donkeys coming to get you because she has mummy issues. And
Mommy issues.
just like regular stuff like that, right? You've all
Oh,
heard
of
that
course,
one.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Big badonka lady in the woods, come take me away.
I'm sure you would
Yeah.
like that, Cal.
Yeah, it was pretty much.
I know, that just sounds like, oh no, it's such a nightmare. Oh no, I'm going into the woods. Oh no.
A random
Oh no,
stranger
bruh.
lady.
Oh no, where's this big ass lady? Oh
I
no,
want to see the
she's gonna,
Badonka
she's gonna get me, guys. Oh no, whatever will I do?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much like that. I'm pretty sure it was like there's this like lady spirit person who's in the trees. And like once it's like nighttime, she walks around looking for little children who've wandered out because she wants to be a mother. Hence the
Of
badonkas.
course.
And it was just teaching kids not to go away from parents and stuff at night.
Right.
And I don't know why. I just when I look into the darkness,
That's every day for me.
staring back at me, and she's like holding out her arms, and she's like, "Child."
Okay, but hear me out. I'm about to ruin this for you. What if it's like the third Harry Potter movie where like you see it, but it's your future self?
Okay, well now I'm
Exactly.
just sad.
For some
God,
reason,
I
like
hope
I was just brought back to that one scene in I think it was the third Prisoner of Azkaban, where like Harry sees like a mysterious figure and he thinks it's his dad, and then it turns out it's himself.
Oh,
For some reason, like just
right.
that came forward to me. I don't know why, but I mentioned it because I'm impulsive like that.
I mean, sounds pretty interesting.
Yes, I mean I can only talk about Harry Potter because Brandon's not here.
You gotta do it
Like,
in place
yeah.
of Brandon.
True.
Oh no, it is what it is. Budgie, go ahead. Like, surely you've got at least one traumatic thing that's happened in your life at some point.
Oh god. Do I even want to say
I mean,
it?
you can not. You've got the option.
I was a child.
Were you?
Weren't we all?
Wow.
Ah,
Were you
that's
just
so
born an
relatable.
adult?
Child.
Typical story, bro.
All I wanted to do was just go to the park.
As one
And
does.
I go to the park, and there's these group of thugs.
Oh.
They're not really thugs. They were just a group of like weed guys.
So Eshes, but like the unevolved form. While they were still trying to figure out their identity crisis.
Pretty much. What happened? And so like I was just just like
Hey guys.
just frolicking around the park,
As one does.
and they would just. I don't remember like vaguely what happened exactly, but I do remember one thing.
Yes.
Their pants were off.
What?
What?
Oh, lovely.
No.
They just. And yeah, you could probably guess what happened. They did the helicopter in front of me.
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
goodness.
And I was just traumatized, and I was just like, why? What am I looking at?
Should we be talking about
Why
this?
haven't I ran away yet? Eventually, I ran away.
Eventually?
Eventually.
Did you hang
Wait.
around? Jesus.
No, what happened was like they were just surrounding me,
Oh, what the
and
fuck?
they would not let me. They wouldn't let me leave.
That's fucking
Wait,
weird.
how old are you again?
I
Oh
was
my
like
God.
6-ish.
Bro,
It was
that's
like it
messed
was,
up.
and they were like in their 20s. Definitely.
Jeez, okay then.
Actually, I think some of them were teens.
Ugh.
But yeah, that was my traumatizing experiment.
Wow,
Wow,
that's
that's
That was,
really...
yeah, that was actually traumatizing. Oof.
It's actually traumatizing. I think eventually, like, I told my dad, and he came in, just like, and made them run away. So
Yeah. With their tails
Yeah.
tucked between their legs.
You know what? You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think you should have just grabbed their badong. Should just grab their ding dongs. And be like, wave that thing in front of me again.
And you would lose it.
Go for the balls. That's a bit less incentivizing and a bit more painful.
Yes.
Just a
Callan would
bit.
know.
True.
Yeah, I would know. I'm an expert at these sort of things. Although in the note of self-defense, it is actually a very viable technique to dislocate the penis. That is something they do teach in self-defense classes, and it's actually not that difficult to do through like items of clothing. You'd be surprised. Not talking from experience, of course.
I'm gonna take note of that.
You definitely haven't done it
I
before.
absolutely have not dislocated anyone's penis yet.
Yet.
I've
Yeah.
not
But
dislocated
he
my
knows how to
own
do it.
yet, I suppose. But it is what it is. It is a viable option. Go for it if you feel like you can. Yeah, how am I going to top that up? Since I can't top that traumatic wise, but I can top that in drama, in espionage, and in themes of friendship and love and all of that jazz. I'm just going to set the scene. This wasn't traumatic for me in any way. Absolutely cool beans. Exactly. Disclosure. I am not a weak little man. I got through this situation with my dignity attached. It was Brandon's, I think, 13th or 12th birthday party. And, as I think it might be 12 because he's a whiny little baby and he grows up older, slower than everyone else by about a year. So maybe 12th birthday party. And it was, it was a laser tag party because, when you're at that age, you think, oh my God, cool. Yeah, indoor laser party. Yeah, bruh. Gonna be fully sick, eh? But yes. And that day, I wore my particularly tight pair of cargo pants. I had to move on from them at some point, but they'd been trustworthy. I'd had them for about 3 years at that point, but I was a growing boy, so they were getting a bit tight.
Oh,
By the time that I got out of that room, out of the laser tag arena, I'd noticed that there was a massive gash. They'd been ripped all the way from like the crotch area down below my knees. They were just gaping wide open from the inside. Everything was exposed.
Oh.
And I had no idea. I hadn't even noticed it happened when it did. But like I was the first one out of the arena, so I thought, okay, I have to cover this up for another hour and a half. How am I doing this?
You take your shirt off.
Yes, of course. I was going to take my shirt off and wrap it around my legs. I'll just go shirtless, but at least no one's seen my legs.
Everyone will just see your chest. It's fine.
Exactly, yeah. No, of course. But yeah, I went around the rest of that day either sitting down or just like with my back to the wall. And I don't think anyone noticed. That's the interesting. I think I got away with
That's
it.
quite impressive.
Yeah.
That's more of a
It must have been
skill.
very awkward because while everyone was like running around and shit, I was just sitting there at the table. But I mean, everyone knows that I have a bit of a chonker figure, so it makes sense that I was just sitting at the table eating food. So my cover story checks out.
Everyone's probably like, oh my god, lazy piece
Yeah.
of...
And then, it came to the end and like everyone's going home, and then I remembered I got there on public transport.
Oh god.
Oh no.
But the birthday boy himself came to the rescue and asked if I wanted a lift.
Oh.
But he, like, as far as I'm aware, he's never mentioned this to me, so I don't know if he knew or not, and whether he was just doing it out of the kindness of his own heart, and because his parents were concerned about a 13-year-old riding public transport by themselves, which isn't that big of an issue. But I mean, it is, but it isn't. I wasn't suicidal, but I wasn't opposed to the idea. Irregardless, I got home, and I don't think anyone knew.
I bet I bet like
know.
That's
in
quite a success story.
Brandon's
but-
like
Yeah.
like in the back of Brandon's mind, it's probably just like I saw Kellen's.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm completely in the wrong and like everyone fucking saw everything and they just didn't tell me because, as I said, there are themes of friendship. Maybe all of those like 20 odd people that were there were true friends.
Wow.
I only remember like 4 of the people that were there, but there were a lot of people and I was intimidated that Brenton knew that many people, which is not something I admit to very freely.
He does.
But yes,
There you
that's
have
as close
it.
as we're getting to traumatic.
If your friends don't say that you have a hole in your pants, they're true friends.
Exactly. If they like let you get away with the illusion that you're perfectly fine, then yeah, they're true friends. Or maybe they're all horrible friends. I don't know. I'll find out. Brandon, if everyone knew, let me know.
We can talk about that in a different episode on how true friends really act. But right now we're gonna segue onto our new. Well, is it a new game? It's just a.
I don't know.
just
It's
a
just a,
It's just a
game.
fun game
cool
we
game.
thought we should put into this podcast. We're doing a word association game, which is basically one of us says a random word and the other person has to say another word that just comes out of their head. Just whatever.
So the first thing that you think of when you hear that word
So
is
no
what you
time to
say.
think, but just say it.
It's just quick fire questions and answers. I got the Q's and you guys got the A's.
Okay.
Even though they're not questions.
So is this not
They
Q&A?
are words.
So
Because I quite like that TV
Jay
show.
has found us some words.
It's quite good, actually. There's quite a lot
Do you
of
wanna
words
go
here, and I think they're
first?
pretty
There are
hard.
at least more than 3.
Yep. There are at least
So you're gonna be saying the words for us to
words.
just associate to.
Indeed. Yep, so we can either do it as a group, like all 3 of you say the first thing, or
Well, that's going to be
we
messy.
can do it one by one.
I think
Indeed.
we'll do like one by one.
Who would like to go first on the chopping block?
Let's go.
Well, you pick someone. No one's
Yeah,
going to volunteer.
Pick one of us to
Oh,
torture.
Fine. Eeny, meeny, miny,
Okay,
Reggie.
she's gonna torture
Ha-ha.
me. Let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Ready? Steady. 3, 2, 1.
But Fart.
Home. Wait. Okay.
Fast.
Slow. Chandelier.
Fetus.
Heaven.
Die. In
Nice.
shining armor.
Down.
Low.
Good.
Bad.
Bowser's butt.
Oh my
What?
god.
Lost.
What?
Lost.
That's
Lost.
my word. What?
Oh wait, that's your word.
That's what.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Jesus.
Christians. Slender Man.
Fuck.
Christmas.
Balls.
Math.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Games.
Jesus. Jesus.
Sunlight. Okay, there were a couple repeated parts there
think?
that I'm a bit
I
concerned
think
about.
those
but
were
I'm
good
gonna-
answers. Jesus is always the answer.
I mean, yeah, this is true.
True.
Jesus is always the answer,
is
according
true.
to some
That's
people.
what I was thinking. That's where I was going.
Right,
And also
that
because
makes
I had
sense.
no idea what to say.
All right, Callan, you're next.
Oh, am I getting inquisited or am I getting...
Actually, no. We'll do one person next. But between you and Budge, you gotta do scissors, paper, rock out loud. And we're gonna trust you.
Okay,
Okay.
this is going to go well.
Yeah.
Best of 3.
Okay.
Okay, scissors.
Jay, you counted
pa-
down.
Oh, yeah, he said it.
I
Ready?
did. That was at 1 hour.
3, 2, 1.
Paper.
I didn't even. I'm like, what?
Okay.
We didn't even say
Okay.
scissors, paper,
Okay.
go.
3, 2, 1.
Paper.
Rock. I'm
Wait.
being honest, okay?
Okay, that's 1 to Callan. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Paper.
Scissors.
Okay, that's 1 to Callan, 1 to Budge. 3, 2, 1.
Paper.
Paper.
Hi.
All right, that was a tie. 3, 2, 1.
Scissors.
Paper.
All right, Budgie wins.
Just kept going
Cool.
with paper.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I
Okay,
think.
Who's doing what?
I'm gonna be saying the words. Budgie's gonna be giving me her words to that word.
Yes.
Ready?
That's really complicated.
3, 2, 1. DJ.
No.
18.
7.
Kiss.
What?
Michelle.
No.
Dress.
Red.
Walk.
Don't.
Door.
It's a lazy ass
Close.
response.
Memory.
I don't remember.
Thank.
Kill.
Hair. Wait.
Good.
Hair. Dream.
Evil.
Shirt.
Now.
Death.
Play.
Friday.
Shop.
Woman.
Boy.
Kentucky.
Chicken.
Fried.
Chips.
Chicken.
Bird.
I
California.
wonder where that came from.
Wait, what?
California.
Australia.
Perfume.
No.
Enderman.
You said no like 3 times.
Purple.
Steve from Smash.
Black.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, one more. Ready?
Yep.
Free.
Legendary.
Wow.
Ooh. Free.
Legendary.
Just like this podcast.
Wow.
Oh, I can't
So high
believe
budget.
All right. Yep.
Oy, oy, oy. Go ahead, you can do it.
What?
I don't know what's
Is it
happening.
Callan's turn?
We'll do it
Is this
really
where
I
we
think
leave?
it
Okay.
is.
Ready? Okay. Ready? Speed
No.
round. 3,
Yes.
2, 1. Imagine.
Penis.
Love.
Your mom.
Pray.
God.
Fun.
Not.
God.
Your mom.
Sugar.
Daddy.
Ring.
Put a ring on it.
Roses.
Flowers.
Stephen.
Hawking.
Stars.
Fuck.
Child.
Your mom.
Dress.
Shirt.
Photograph.
Camera.
House.
None.
Villager.
Huh.
Smash.
Battle! I don't know.
Sister.
Fuck.
Shoes.
Socks.
Face.
Ugly.
Megalovania.
Da 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 da.
Okay, one more. Ready?
Sure.
Ready? Nebraska.
Penis. Penis.
Okay, I want the episode to end right there when you said
When I said penis, yeah.
exactly.
I will not lie. Whenever
Alright.
someone tells me to like think of a
Callan
word,
always says penis.
That's the first word you think.
like
of.
I'm not. I don't know why, but like now this is like my automatic
Why not?
thought response. Like someone says, "Okay, like what's the first thing that comes to your mind?"
It's either your penis or you mom.
I just say no.
Yes. Yeah, you kept saying no.
He's like, no.
Oh no.
She doesn't want to answer it. No.
No.
I don't want
Okay.
to.
It's like, nah.
Wait, so we're just gonna end it on the penis?